Well, as you can see, I'm a little bit warm and sweaty today. I've been busy having a bit of a go at the garden. You might be able to see some of the stuff that I've done there. That's the herb garden. It was totally overgrown. And I try and make it every day that I try and do something physical or active. Basically to try and keep myself occupied for one, and use a bit of physical energy for two. I know I don't do a physical job, or such a great deal of a physical job, as a lot of people do. And one of the things there is, that's the way mental health nursing is. It's not hands-on physical work like general nursing or when I worked in neuro. But if you do some physical work every day, you tend to lose your thoughts slightly. You tend to zone out. I was talking about this in counselling yesterday, how when you put yourself to a certain task, you can all of a sudden become a part of the task and quite zoned into it. Really essential for good mental health and also recovering mental health, because it's one of those things where you have a chance to almost wipe your mind. Not in a sinister sense, but you tend to blank your mind out and carry on with the job in hand. And then when it's finished and you start to see some of the end results, or parts of the end results, because there's a lot more to do and I'll be at it again tomorrow, is that you do have a sense of achievement and it gives you a sense of well-being as well. So the thing for today is, think about, if you're having difficulties with any form of mental health problem, think about some activity, sport, gardening, anything, good long walk, outdoor swimming, doesn't matter. If it takes your fancy, do it. Because it's important to really think about how you move forward and keep yourself occupied. And in this week where the NHS is 70, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all my fellow colleague nurses happy birthday for the NHS, and long may she remain in the way that Anira and Bevan intended her to, and also William Beveridge. It was those two idealists who took forward the idea of making sure that there was free healthcare for all at the point of delivery, at the point of service. Now, to all my non-nursing friends, I ask you and I urge you to really, really think hard about how you fight for your NHS and what you want to see from it. Because if you don't fight for it and we lose it, it's gone. It'll never come back. The NHS is an important structure. It's one of these places where we take it for granted every day. We know it's there and we expect it'll always be there. But, here is the but, there are certain people in the government who want rid of the NHS. Don't let them. Be up there and fight for it. If you can, on Saturday, get down to the march, which celebrates the 70th birthday of the NHS and also looks at working at how we save the NHS and how we keep it as a service for all that it is. Anyway, have a wonderful, glorious day. The weather's glorious. Don't get too sunburnt. I've probably caught a bit today, but hey ho, that's the way life is. I'm gradually getting better, which is fantastic, and you never know, sometime soon I may be back at work, and I hope so, because that'll be part of my short-term goal, be get back to work. My mid-term goal will be to decide what I'm going to do next. My long-term goal will be how I move out of nursing, because this is my time. And there are many more nurses behind me who will come in and fill that void and do a better job than I ever could have done. Hopefully I've taught them some of that. Anyway, all the best. Bye for now.